secret that baked goods are some of my favorite goods.
Especially if they're sweet.
That's right.
But if they are fresh baked, even better.
That's right. And as a public service to the viewers at home, I headed to Decatur's Wildflour Artisan Bakery and Cafe to sample some food, of course, and learn how they started by accident.
You kind of fell into this, right?
Yeah, we're accidental entrepreneurs.
It all started when Kelly Wingard heard about Decatur's Central Park Farmers Market.
So I called my friend who owns Picara Bakery in Champaign, and I know she does a lot of farmers markets, and I said, hey, what can you send me? I want to try this farmers market.
So Kelly set up.
Found a card table, and we had an old wooden ironing board, and grabbed that and a bird cage.
And sold out by 10:30.
So I'm like, oh wow, there's a niche here. We found something that people want.
She continued selling at the market and finally realized she should have her own store so people could try her baked goods all week.
We came in through the back door, I looked at the place, and I said, this is it. I just knew in my heart, this is the location, and it was nothing like you see here now. It was just concrete floors, brick walls, lots of overspray from lacquer. He stripped furniture down where we have our restrooms, and so it was basically a workshop, a woodworking shop. I just happened to find those cabinets at another antique store in Decatur, and had no idea what I was going to do with them, just like the looks of them. And I thought, well, if I can't use them, I can sell them later. So I came in and we held them up on either side of the wall. It was just the top part of the cabinet, and they fit in perfect. I'm like, all right, this is just meant to be. The challenge of building it was the fun part to me, building and decorating and marketing. The day-to-day, that will always be a challenge, I think.
It's a challenge because she basically has 3 businesses. The bakery cafe.
As people kept coming in, they'd say, oh, do you have sandwiches? And I thought, we don't. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. We've got bread. Maybe we can, get some other stuff. So we started with chicken salad, and then we added egg salad. And it's a dilled egg salad. It's kind of, those are probably our 2 things that we're best known for now. But started very small again then people asked for soup, so we started soup, and then they asked for salads, so we added salads.
The tea room.
I really enjoyed the formal English teas, so I went to England and had a couple teas there, and just thought that was a really neat thing that was kind of lacking in Decatur and Central Illinois. So I thought, well, this would be the perfect. And then I found I love to bargain shop and to treasure hunt and everything, and I found some really good deals on some kind of fruit china and then silver, and just kind of built upon itself.
And the root cellar.
The basement is just so cool. It's got natural light in it, so it's and everybody that went down there said, oh my gosh, this basement's so awesome, you got to do something. Well, it's kind of hard to have a restaurant in the basement because it's still basically a basement, and it had been a woodworking shop for 20 years, so there was just dust everywhere. We started cleaning it up and painting, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to just put it out there. We're looking for vendors. And within a few weeks, we had vendors already lined up. That kind of is where my passion lies. The food service part of it, I like to eat. The rest of it, I could do without. The dishes and the cleaning and the preparing and all that. Luckily, I've got good people that work for me that like to do that part. But the hosting the parties and having the antique stores where I really, that's where my passions lie. The part that caught me off guard is I thought, oh, you own a business, you make your own time, you make your own hours, if you need to take a day off, you just take a day off and have somebody come in and work for you. Well, but I didn't realize that the business would own you. And that's, in theory, it's true, I could set my own hours, but in practicality, I can't pay somebody to replace me. So I'm actually working, I'm more a slave to this than I was to any job I ever had for an employer.
Plus, Kelly has 2 other jobs.
I continue to do taxes. Now I do that 3 days a week, and then I still keep my finger in freelance writing. I have a couple of, I write locally for Decatur magazine, and then I do some tax writing for U of I Tax School and some other tax clients.
Wow, yeah, so when do you have free time?
I don't know. Free time is when I sleep.
So any Shirley Temples at that tea party?
No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe they'll add it to the menu now, but really good place. I ate a lot of little finger sandwiches and some tea, and it was a nice afternoon for me.
Delicious.
This was right after I broke my ankle, so I needed it.
Well, we've got to quickly get to Oscar's.